Okay, this is JC, the Fantasy Football Explorer, and here we are with the first video for 2023. Let's get into it. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is some of these people that monitor the OTAs and some of the early training camp where these guys are just in shorts and they're going through the basics. Don't get real excited if they look good against air. They're professional players. They're supposed to look good against air. I mean, if they didn't, they wouldn't have been drafted or they wouldn't have been invited to training camp. So don't get real excited about all these reports of, oh, so-and-so looked good today. Give me a break. Wait until training camp gets hot and heavy and they got pads on and there's some hitting and preseason games, and then we can decide if someone looks good or not. But don't jump the gun. I know, people are ready for the season to start and they're hyped up, but be careful with your hype. Don't jump the gun. All right. The second thing is some of these people that watch a lot of college football, they get really excited. They love these guys that have been drafted and they're coming in from college. Again, be careful with the hype and your enthusiasm. Just because they were good in college doesn't mean they're going to be good in the NFL. It's quite the thing, scouting players to see who's going to be good, and even the people that do it for a living don't always get it right. And especially if they were drafted in the later rounds, I'm not going to get excited over a fifth-round player who you think is just going to explode. It's remarkable when they do explode because usually they don't. There's a reason they were drafted in the fifth round. There are always exceptions, and people remember the exceptions. Tom Brady drafted in the sixth round, greatest of all time. So, I mean, it happens, but people overcompensate, and they don't remember all the times it didn't happen. All the fifth and sixth round players that didn't even make the roster, they got cut. So again, temper your expectations and be a little careful. Okay, third, I know it's a ways away, but during the season, there will be people that are watching a television show or a podcast or a YouTube live stream, a radio show, and they will give people their roster and they will say, who should I start this week? Don't be that person. That is so pathetic. Maybe you're wondering who you should start in your flex, or maybe you're wondering who you should start if one of your top players has a bye week. Do not be the person that just throws their hands up in the air and says, I don't know who to start. You tell me who to start on my team. Oh, I'm embarrassed for them. It's a bad look. You should know who the best players on your team are. Usually you start them, unless you have a very good reason not to, which is like a bye week or an injury. Don't second guess yourself on if you should bench Christian McCaffrey for a fifth round running back, please. Yeah, it's not a good look. Please don't be that person. Have some pride. Okay, lastly, for the first video of 2023, I want to talk a little bit about Lamar Jackson. Last season I was down on him. I wasn't really sure that he was going to be that great, and I think he finished as the quarterback 12. That's not helping you if you're in a 12-team league. I mean, if you're in a 14-team league and he finishes as the quarterback 12, then okay, you can feel good against two teams. You'll have an advantage there. But if you're the quarterback 12, you figure every quarterback you face in a 12-team league will put up more points than you. So I was down on him last year, but his stock is rising this year. He's got a new offensive coordinator. And he's got a couple more receivers to go with Rashad Bateman and Devin Duvernay. He's got Odell Beckham Jr. I'm not sure how much he has left in the tank, but there should be something. And then they have the rookie Zay Flowers. Maybe they can scheme something for him. He seems to be one of these small, speedy receivers. Sometimes that can work and sometimes it can't, but we'll see. Anyway, the receiver room looks to be better this year than last year. So I'm feeling better about Lamar Jackson. If you want to take him this year, there is a reason to be hopeful. Okay, lastly, we'll just finish up here. I just didn't want to do too much for the first video of 2023. I wanted to get the juices flowing, get back in the groove. Again, if you're new here, I don't like to spam videos. I don't like to get too much into the rankings and about players you shouldn't draft or you should draft. It just depends if the price is right. And I may not like a player in the 4th round, but in the 6th round, maybe, okay, I'll take him then. So be careful with these other videos and these other people you see out there. They're like, oh, this player will be a league winner. If you're playing against people that know what they're doing, it takes more than one player to win your league, unless someone just comes out of nowhere to be, the league MVP, and that very, very rarely happens. So don't fall for the hype, and don't fall for the, these teams will kill your, these players will kill your teams, or this player will win your league. Try not to fall for all that bullshit. And for me, JC, the Fantasy Football Explorer, I will be writing some articles for Medium.com. I have one article up already. I believe they give you 2 or 3 free articles, and then from there on it's $1 a week. If you can afford $50 or more fantasy football leagues, you could probably afford $1 a week. I have one article up there right now. I'm hoping to get another one up today. So hopefully I will be doing that in addition to YouTube, and I will not reiterate myself. What is on Medium will not be on YouTube. What is on YouTube will not be on Medium. And one bright spot, I have a very slight upgrade to camera this year, so the doesn't look like you're looking through fogged glass at me. Very slight upgrade. Slowly but surely I will work my way up and try to improve things. But that will end it here today, and good luck to everyone in the upcoming fantasy football season. All right.